Hey everyone, this is Aegis, and I'm casting the quarterfinals between Wonderbread and me for the win in the Collegiate Masters Star League. And here's Wonderbread, the pink Zerg player from College Park, the University of Maryland College Park, and his opponent is me for the win, the orange Terran player from Anne Arundel Community College, I believe. So the design of this tournament was that the first map was always chosen by admins, and in the quarterfinals, the first map is always a scrap station. So it does somewhat favor Wonderbread. However, the loser does get to choose the next map, and each player does get to veto a map. And me for the win did veto Steps of War, which is interesting for a Terran player, especially because of the rush distance allows for very nice bunker rushes against the Zerg players. Wonderbread did veto Jungle Basin, as there's probably no good place to take a third base. That's probably why he vetoed Jungle Basin. So we're going to see the quarterfinals here. Me for the win did beat out a bunch of other players to get over here. A lot of best of threes. The semifinals will be a best of 5 though. The quarterfinals are the last best of 3. Even the first round we were able to do a best of 3. Wonderbread now moving his Overlord into this position, and this tournament was sponsored by SteelSeries and Monster Energy Drink. We also have Wonderbread getting his hatchery down at his natural expansion. SteelSeries does offer great professional gaming gear, their headsets, their keyboards, as well as their mice. Check them out at steelseries.com. Monster Energy Drink, always a great drink to have while you're gaming. Or trying to study for exams for that matter. Me for the win is getting his barracks and his supply depot up at the front, wants to be able to wall this off against any Zergling rush, but as we see, there's no such thing on the way. Wonderbread definitely going economic, gonna be getting his hatchery up before the pool and the gas. The pool is down now, so Zerglings and the first queen will be on the field sometime soon. Me for the win, continuing to build those supply depots up at the front. Going to be getting a tech lab on his first barracks. We'll see what kind of build he decides to get soon. He's continuing to mine the gas from his refinery. We'll see if he's going for any tech. If he does grab this second assimilator, or not assimilator, refinery over here. His opponent, Wonderbread, is transferring a couple of drones to his newly finished natural expansion. Wonderbread, I believe, is known for playing pretty macro style, definitely heading for the mid-late game rather than trying to end it early. The spawning pool is going to be, or I imagine will be, researching the Zergling speed as soon as there's 100 gas in the bank. And me for the win is going to be going for a command center, so it is going to be an early expand. He's going to get out a Reaper for scouting, and then expand to his natural expansion very quickly. He is grabbing a factory now, no second gas yet, because he is going for that second command center really quickly. Now he's moving his Reaper into the center. His SCV is still guarding the Xel'Naga Watchtower, going to give him good vision. This Overlord is going to see the Reaper hop up here. He also, Wonderbread is getting his Roach Warren. He also has his Queen over here. The Reaper is going to hop over here, going to be fighting that Queen. Will he be able to micro it out? Yes, he does. He gets the Reaper out of there. It does have 1 kill on it, perhaps. Picked off a drone. Yeah, there's a blood spat from the drone right there on the ground. The Queen over here is going to do its larva vomiting, I imagine, real soon. There are Zerglings also on the way. Let's see, Wonderbread is continuing to produce a lot of drones, going to get the creep tumors also spreading to the natural expansion. Me for the win is going to go ahead and get his second barracks and begin mining the second gas. The Overlord for Wonderbread is still keeping watch over here, going to be taking some time and then popping in there at a certain timing to guard against certain tactics such as the Banshees or other pushes and things like that, and perhaps we'll see the command center also. These Zerglings are chasing after that Reaper. Reaper getting away with 13 HP. Wonderbread is continuing to make well, nope, he's now switched over to Roaches. he was continuing to make those drones. He's got a couple of roaches out in the field, going to be able to guard against any quick attacks by Me for the Win, but Me for the Win is definitely focused on getting his expansion up. We'll see if Wonderbread decides to do some sort of push real soon. I see a ton of roaches coming out, as well as the Zergling speed. No lair on the way. He should be getting that sometime soon to get the roach speed or other things of that sort. Marines now moving out into the center. Hellion is also on the way, is going to be able to go scout the Zerg base. Perhaps, nope, is going to hang back. Wonderbread is starting to get a great spread on the map, going to be able to see a lot of things. That Hellion is advancing forward. Wonderbread is going to back up his Zerglings. This Reaper is also here giving a good watch. Does it see the Zerglings? No, it does not. The Hellion is going to come over here, going to roast a Zergling. The roaches are advancing forward. It does catch Me for the Win's army out of position. The roaches are going to be able to spit on a couple of Marines and make them die of acid. It does look like Me for the Win is in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to build a bunker. Yeah, he's got a bunker coming up as well as his supply depot lifting. He's trying to get out a Sea Shank as well as some Marauders to deal with the roach push that is on the way. He's also floating as orbital command over here for spotting. The Marines are moving to the front, is going to start pounding away at those roaches. Me for the Win also has the Blue Flame Hellions, but it's not that great against these roaches. Roaches are armored. I'm going to be blasting away a couple of those SCVs there. SCVs on outer repair. That bunker is not complete. The Marauder is out on the field. We'll see if he's able to hold this off. That supply depot does go down. The roaches are now inside Me for the Win's base. The Terran base is under siege. That Sea Shank is trying to back up there. Going to get repaired by the SCVs, but it does get taken out. Tons of roaches and Zerglings are being rallied. 20 Zerglings on the way. Zerglings out here are going to be advancing. The roaches getting surrounded by the SCVs. GG calls Me for the Win, and that does end game 1. And Me for the Win does choose Zelnaga Caverns as the next map, so we'll see you guys in game 2 shortly.